Under the shimmering glow of Japan's pop culture, where perfection is polished and personalities are carefully molded, one girl dared to be different. Her name is Ano, a singer, actress, and model who became famous not just for her talent, but for her unapologetic individuality. But in a country where blending in is often safer than standing out, her uniqueness became both her greatest strength and her biggest curse. Born on September 4, 1998, in Chiba, Japan, Ano's life wasn't meant to be ordinary. Even as a child, she struggled to fit into a world that demanded conformity. Her school years were marked by loneliness and cruelty. Classmates told her to disappear, carved hateful messages under her desk, and mocked her for simply existing. While most children dreamed about the future, Ano learned early on that being different came at a cost. She dropped out, unable to endure the constant bullying, and started working at a supermarket, only to quit after a fight with a customer. That moment summed up her life perfectly. Ano never fit into places that required her to pretend. Her journey into the entertainment world began unexpectedly when she joined the idol group You'll Melt More in 2013. She wasn't particularly skilled in singing or dancing, and she even admitted she joined almost by accident, drawn more by curiosity than ambition. Yet on stage, something within her came alive. Unlike other idols who smiled sweetly and waved politely, Ano screamed into the microphone, jumped into crowds, and broke every rule of what an idol was supposed to be. Fans were stunned. She wasn't cute and graceful like the others. She was chaotic, unpredictable, almost wild. And that's exactly why people noticed her. But that attention came at a price. Japanese media labeled her a devilish idol, contrasting her with other pure angelic performers. Some loved her raw energy, others called her disrespectful. Ano's stage persona, messy, loud, and unfiltered, didn't fit the traditional image Japan's idol industry worked so hard to maintain. And behind those flashing lights and screaming fans, there was still a young woman haunted by trauma, struggling to find peace in a world that didn't understand her. After leaving the group in 2019, Ano stepped into a new chapter as a solo artist. Her debut single, Delete, in 2020, symbolized more than just a musical shift. It was like she was trying to erase her past, the pain, and everything people projected onto her. She later joined the band Eyes as a singer and guitarist, proving she was more than a chaotic idol. She was an artist. In 2022, she released Ida, the ending theme for Tiger and Bunny 2, marking her official major label debut. For a moment, it seemed like the world was finally starting to accept her. But then came the storm, one that started from a single word, boku. In Japanese, boku is a first-person pronoun typically used by men, though some women use it to express androgyny or non-traditional femininity. Ano casually referred to herself as boku in interviews, and suddenly the internet exploded. Older generations and conservative commentators accused her of disrespecting womanhood, while tabloids churned out headlines calling her attention-seeking and strange. But Ano didn't stay silent. She responded online, questioning why people were so obsessed with defining femininity. "Why bother asking me?" she wrote. "What even defines masculine or feminine? None of that changes the person I am inside." What she said set off a storm of opinions. While some people attacked her for it, others appreciated how real she was. For many young fans, she became a symbol of freedom, someone brave enough to exist without labels. Still, the hate didn't stop there. On social media, critics mocked her voice, calling it annoying and nasal. Others said they physically couldn't stand her. Entire websites were dedicated to listing reasons why Ano is impossible to like. Some accused her of arrogance, saying she acted cold or unmotivated on TV shows. Others mocked her honesty. When she said she hated hiking and preferred instant noodles at home, they called her ungrateful. It didn't matter what she said. Everything she did was twisted into controversy. But what these critics didn't see was the pain behind her defiance. Ano has spoken openly about her depression, admitting there were times she couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, and felt like disappearing again. She once revealed she still gets told to die online, words that trigger flashbacks of her school days. Her scars, both emotional and physical, tell stories of a girl who was bullied, misunderstood, and forced to hide her pain behind stage light. Longtime fans remember when she posted disturbing photos years ago, images that hinted at self-harm, until her management stepped in to get her help. Those moments left deep marks, but they also shaped the artist she became. In her song Past I Future, Ano wrote lyrics that feel like a cry from her soul. "Every time the wind blows, I escape to that mean world. If I don't dream, nothing will hurt me." It's a haunting reflection of someone who learned that the more she showed her true self, the more people turned against her. Yet she never stopped creating. Despite the chaos around her, Ano has remained astonishingly sincere. She often responds to fans who open up about their struggles with depression, gently telling them, "Let's both try our best. You take care of yourself, and I'll do the same." fame. She refuses to be called an inspiration, insisting she's still figuring things out. But to many who've faced loneliness, bullying, or rejection, Ano is inspiring because she's proof that surviving is a victory in itself. In the end, Ano's story isn't about fame or scandal. It's about the cost of being authentic in a society that demands masks. She didn't become controversial by doing anything terrible. She simply chose to be real. And maybe that's why she's loved and hated in equal measure. Because in a world built on perfection, someone unapologetically imperfect is unsettling. As of now, Ano continues to make music, appear on shows, and connect with fans, but her sadness still lingers between the lines of her songs. You can hear it in her voice, see it in her eyes. She's still fighting, not for fame, but for the right to exist as herself. And maybe that's what makes her story so powerful. Because at the heart of it, Ano isn't just a Japanese idol. She's a reminder of what happens when you refuse to let the world silence your truth. So, what's next for her? Will Japan ever learn to embrace someone as raw and unconventional as Ano? Or will the country that once celebrated her continue to reject what it cannot understand? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Ano's voice, strange or not, will continue to echo in the hearts of those who've ever felt out of place, reminding them that even in a world that hates difference, there's still beauty in being unapologetically yourself.